Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Building and Chatting. Today, I am doing I'm going to keep this as a non spoiler review just because I really want you all to go and experience this amazing movie, this really good movie. I don't want to spoil it for you because it's that good, but today I just wanted to make a small little video piece, little essay on a very new movie. You probably heard of this movie. Everyone's talking about this movie, doing very well at the box office. It's a little known movie, and also you would know by the thumbnail and all that. This is about a movie called Project Hail Mary, starring Ryan Gosling and made by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, the people behind the Lego movies and the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, and now Beyond the Spider-Verse next year. So it's like, yeah, it's a stacked cast of like really good talent and really good things. I mean, this movie, it follows, of course, Ryan Gosling's character, Ryland's Grace, which, funny enough, like, same initials there. But Ryland Grace is a, like, kind of like a bioengineer, scientist type guy, but the science community ousted him because he's like, well, some life doesn't need water to survive. And that's why the government hires him for the project of Hail Mary, of course. And because he is the one, and also he's the one to find out how to create the fuel source for the Hail Mary and all of that. Now, that's the beginning of the movie. Them getting Ryland to help them create the astrophage fuel source, and also the very beginning of the movie, he wakes up in a coma, doesn't know where he is, doesn't know what the heck is going on, and like what I told you about him being a science teacher that gets hired by the government to help them develop the plan for Project Hail Mary. It's very like that. Like, he'll be on the spaceship doing something, and then it will cut back to him remembering something from Earth. And it cuts back between the present and the past to then ultimately come to like, why is he here? Because he doesn't remember why he's there. He's like, maybe I'm a brave person, maybe I'm this, maybe I'm that. But he said, but at the end, it gets revealed. I will not say how he got on the Hail Mary. I won't say how. That's all I'll say because that's a big spoiler. It's a great movie. You need to watch it. Another part of this movie that was really good, and it's also in the marketing material. They used the song "Sign of the Times." Great song by it's by Harry Styles, but there's a rendition of it in the movie. Really good rendition of that song, and it is honestly, it fits so well with the movie, and especially at that point in the movie, it would just work so well. I loved it. If anyone knows the scene, the karaoke, if you've seen Hail Mary, comment some stuff of the movie, some movie quotes or scenes from the movie, and just prove you saw it, because I would love to see some more Hail Mary fans out there. But also because this is on a building and chatting, we talk about movies like this, but we also do like behind me we do some Lego building. Not too crazy, right? But we really like to build, and of course a big thing, Star Wars and space stuff. So we I'm so excited to get the Project Hail Mary Lego set. Like, that one will be a great build on here. I can't wait for that because, yeah, it's just this movie to me. Like, okay, I know I'm not going to go full spoiler, but the Hail Mary, the ship, is amazing. And I know there was some CGI to make it. Of course, every movie now is going to have some sort of CGI, but there was a lot of practical effects. When he is on the Hail Mary, another ship comes by him, an alien ship. And of course, this is how he meets his alien friend named Rocky, which Ryland calls him that because he looks like Rock. Like, come on. Perfect. But but and then they create like a basically Ryland Grace creates Google Translate for Iridians, which is Rocky's species. He creates the Google Translate for Rocky so they can talk to each other. And pretty funny. Like, they mimic each other. Like, Ryland will like dance, do like Macarena moves and stuff, and Rocky will copy him. Like, they become best of friends, and that is what this whole movie is centered upon, the friendship between these two different species, but honestly, these two different people. And it's so good. I mean, that's the message of Hail Mary, that even even if you think it's the worst of times, there is hope for humanity, there's hope for the future, and you can find something new to make your life have purpose. And that is such a good message compared to a lot of stuff we get today, where it's just like, you get bogged down by some things in media today because it's like, well, some things want to tie too close to the real world and parody real people and stuff, and then it's like, that gets on the border of, you have one side that finds it really funny, you have the other side that's pissed off. Project Hail Mary does not do that. This is a movie for everyone. I would honestly say it's an everyone movie. Anyone could enjoy this movie. I would say, to understand the complexity of the plot, to understand the going back in time, coming back to the present, all that stuff. I mean, a lot of movies have done it, but maybe not for like the youngest watcher. That's why it is PG-13, because it has, it's a little more complicated than a kid's movie. But yeah, like, I'm going to review it after Hail Mary, but Super Mario Galaxy. Speaking of all the space movies, right? But just an amazing movie, and it makes me feel hopeful, especially for Phil Lord and Chris Miller's next project, which right now is Beyond the Spider-Verse. I know they're going to do more, and there's even hints that Andy Weir, the guy that made Project Hail Mary, the book, and he also created a little-known thing called The Martian, and that's what inspired the movie with Matt Damon. So it's like, it's really, really good. And if you've seen The Martian, you'll love this. Project Hail Mary, I honestly think Project Hail Mary is a step up from The Martian. So good. But they're both great movies. And I would honestly say, I would recommend this movie to anyone. I've said it to, because, I'm still a young guy. I have my parents still in my life, and I have some really good friends. Of course, my friends appear on this podcast, and then I have some friends in real life too. And it's like, I've told everyone about this movie. I've said this is a movie of the decade. Like, I mean that. Like, no movie. Like, Mario, I walked out, I was happy. I was really happy that I saw that movie. It was a really good movie. And I'm going to talk about Mario Galaxy. But Hail Mary is like, yeah, movies made me feel good. But even now, as I'm recording this on a very early Wednesday morning to get this review done by Friday. And, that's when you're going to see this. I can't stop thinking about this movie. It's that good. It's just a movie of pure hopefulness and creativity and joy, and you can feel the heart from the people that made this movie. Like, the heart was there, the heart of the author, the spirit of the author's words, the spirit of Phil Lord and Chris Miller, which if you all have seen their movies, they have a lot of great heart and spirit for all their projects. Really funny guys. And watch that Variety interview where they do the questions of answering stuff about the movie and the book, because it was so good and it explains so much more about things too, and just a little more of it. It's explained well in the movie, but not as clear, because they didn't want to get into all the science mumbo jumbo. Like, you need to do the E squared to this and that, and that's how you get the they didn't want to do all the techno babble. So, but basically, it's like, can Ryland and Rocky save the sun to save the world and all the stars around it? Perfect movie. And I would honestly say, like, I try not to, because, people say, no thing is perfect. Only, whoever, like, you know what I mean. It's like, people say, like, no, like, one thing is perfect. And I'm going to say one thing. I have nothing wrong with this movie. I literally can't think of one thing I would have changed myself. I could not think of anything I would have done differently to make this a better movie, because it already is a great movie. Like, it's an amazing, spectacular, really good movie. And, I didn't see it on release. I was thinking about it. I wanted to, but I did not. I saw it here in April now. But it just, like, I saw Mario Galaxy before this movie, but it just left me feeling so much joy and so much hype, and I loved the ending. I thought it was great, but it was like the ending, obviously, it's a full circle moment for Ryland Grace's character, but he has matured. That's what I'll say. And it's a really thoughtful, humble, happy ending. And isn't that all what we want in a movie nowadays? We don't want people to die at the end of our movie. Well, I mean, you can kill a character, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of a movie like this, it ended in a great, hopeful way. There's hope for humanity. There's hope for Ryland Grace. There's hope for Rocky. There's hope for everybody. It's a hopeful movie, and I hope you all go see it, because it was amazing. And I think literally movie of the decade, one of the greatest movies of the decade. Like, some of the, like, movies I hold up there right now, like, we got, like, The Greatest Showman, we got Ford versus Ferrari, Project Hail Mary. Like, they are tentpole movies from the last decade that are amazing movies, and anyone should go see them. Or watch them now. If your theater's not showing a rerun, then you ain't seeing the older ones. But I loved it. I loved it, and this is what Hollywood needed. Project Hail Mary is what Hollywood needs more of. Let's go back to stories like this, because you know what? This movie, I will go down and say this, and I know it's going to sound kind of crazy. in my younger generation, we had, a Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. Like, I was born when this is going to date me. I was born when Return of the King came out, and then I saw it in theaters for the 23rd anniversary. I saw Fellowship of the Ring for its 25th. This year, I saw all of them in theaters for the first time ever. And my mom, my mom, I was still in my mom's stomach when I watched Lord of the Rings for the first time. There you go. I was at the theater in 2003, but I was looking for like the little peephole. But it's like that's where I was. I was not even on this earth yet. Well, in my mom's stomach, but I like that's when I saw Lord of the Rings. But I'm saying that Project Hail Mary will become a Lord of the Rings, a movie that will be a timeless classic that everyone will return to, because I think it's just that good. I do. I think that this is this type of generation's Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, or let's go back even further, Tim Burton's Batman, and like all that, all those, like, you can go back further and further and further. This is a Star Wars. This is a like Smokey and the Bandit. Like this is a movie that I think will go over generations, and I hope it does. I hope I'm right about that, and because people still talk about the book to this day, and the movie made that even more popular. So I really do think, and especially if Andy Weir keeps his writing up, that it comes up with another sequel or another project that is like same quality as Hail Mary. I got no complaints. I'm very excited for Andy Weir's next project. Very excited for Phil Lord and Christopher Miller's next project. Very excited for Spider-Man. But yeah, I think that's going where I'm going to end this review. We're all coming upon 20 minutes. I really did not mean to speak this long about Hail Mary, but I wanted to get like everything I felt about the movie off my chest, because this is a movie I've been like wanting for a while now, and I'm so happy we finally got it. But thank you all for watching this episode of building and chatting. I know it was, we do some small review episodes and stuff, and I'm going to do more. We're going to be covering like everything. I think I'm just going to cover things like when they fully wrap up. So like right when Born Again season 2 wraps up, I'll do a full series breakdown, and I'll do a full series breakdown on all of the boys, because we've never talked about, we've talked about our opinions on streams and stuff, but The Boys will get one for its full 5-season run, and Gen V will, and like Invincible I want to do, and just and then Mario Galaxy will probably be the video review after this will be Mario Galaxy, because that's one where I can come in front of the camera and talk and communicate with you all my feelings about something. And then like Sky will be on there with me for Invincible and The Boys and all those other things, because that's stuff like we're really into. It'll be there for Daredevil as well. Like we're going to make sure we get all these things talked about. We'll be talking about Punisher, One Last Kill, Spider-Man Brand New Day, The Mandalorian and Grogu, maybe Mortal Kombat 2. I'll do a Mortal Kombat 2 review because I'm excited for that as well. But yeah, I'm just wrapping it up here. Just wanted to tell you some future plans we have, but thank you all for watching my movie of the decade review for Project Hail Mary. I really enjoyed this movie. I swear to goodness, I give it a 10 out of 10. Amazing movie. Go see it if you have the chance. And yeah, this has been Bounty Hunter, part of Building and Chatting, and of course, owner of Building and Chatting. And I thank you for watching this review, and we will talk to you later. Goodbye, everybody.